Hi everyone, today's video is modifying the talking bird in a cage. I got that from Woolworths today for $20, so there was only a couple left on the shelf. They might be still there when the sale comes on, so perhaps grab them. So one there's not too bad to play with. It's a bit hard to see because it's dark there. Basically it's a bird in a cage, and I've just taken the bottom base off, and what I've done is, don't know how well this will come out, I've modified it a little bit. So the two wires that were coming from that area there to the switch, I've just removed those because I don't want the demo mode and things like that. I've also removed the try-me wires, which I'll show you a bit more in a minute. And I've rewired the battery holder that was going straight to the circuit board. I've wired it via the switch instead, so I can switch power off to it totally, because I've added an extra little circuit board here, and when it's switched in the off position I don't want it to be draining the batteries at all, so this should give us the best chance at that. So what I've done is added a little RF receiver module. This is what I use on one of my little prop controller accessories. So, and I've put a little aerial on it. It's probably about 15 centimetre long aerial on it. And here's the remote that is used with it. And you can program this board to respond to any one or multiples of those buttons. So I'm going to have a few different props set up this Halloween, and they'll each have their own channel on this remote, so I can trigger them manually, because I found sometimes it's better to trigger them manually, just watch people going up to them and trigger it manually instead of them waving in front of it and then it does nothing. And this way you can trigger it yourself and get the best sort of scare factor or surprise anyway. So what I did is I added a transistor. Don't know if this is going to focus, I'll just try that. I've added this is just a BC547 transistor, and the emitter of it is going to that, where that black dot is there. That's where the old try-me button used to wire into. So the emitter of the transistor goes to there, the collector goes to the other side of the try-me button, and the base of the transistor goes via this resistor, which is a 10k one I've shrunk in there, by that blue wire, and that's coming out of the data 0 line there of the controller. So that seems to work well. So whenever I press the A button on this keyring, the data 0 line on here will go high, and then that will, via that resistor, turn that transistor on, and then that'll short out the try-me button. So I'll just show you what it looks like. So if I press that there, and if I press it again, just like the try-me button, it'll cancel it again. If I don't press it again, it'll just play the animation all the way through to the end. So, so there's a simple mod. I'll take some photos and put some details up on the DA Share website in due course and link in that URL to the mod page there. But it doesn't sound too bad. Normally it's got triggered via probably sound, I would say. I didn't try it with clapping your hands or whatever near it. That's probably set off by that. It's a piezo element acting as a microphone, and there's a little LDR, light dependent resistor there, which is just looking for the shadow of someone passing past it. That does work, but that was sort of annoying, so I got rid of that function because I just want it to be totally triggered by me. So you could possibly, there's probably no reason why you couldn't have it triggered both via motion and via this new remote mod. So those little remote control modules, they're not expensive. I'll put all the details in the page when I do a project page for it, but here's something in the meantime anyway. So I thought that was pretty cool.